How are you, dear students? Our lesson today is draw conclusions for or from graphs. Draw conclusions from graphs. Pages numbers 829 and 830. Let's start with this video.
The essential understanding for this lesson is picture graphs and bar graphs are useful tools for comparing data and drawing conclusions. Previously, students made, read, and analyzed bar graphs and picture graphs. This lesson focuses on using these types of graphs to compare data and draw conclusions. This problem is key because students are asked to make a picture graph to display the given data and to write things they notice about the data. This requires students to compare data and draw conclusions. Listen and look for students who make a picture graph that accurately displays the data and who write general statements about the data. To encourage these students to make comparisons or draw conclusions that are more specific, ask guiding questions, such as, did more students vote for frogs or for fish? How many more? Did fewer students vote for turtles or for frogs? How many fewer? How can you tell which pond animal the most students voted for? How can you tell which animal got the fewest votes? Listen and look for other students who use specific numbers when explaining what they notice about the data. Students may describe how they know which pond animal is the student's most favorite or least favorite, or they may compare the number of symbols to make comparisons. These students are developing an understanding that picture graphs are useful tools for comparing data and drawing conclusions. Later in this lesson, students also use bar graphs to draw conclusions. This prepares students for using picture and bar graphs to write and to solve problems.
So, dear students, with our first question here, use the bar graph to solve the problems. We have here a bar graph of the days of 1 week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The question here, how many students in all were absent on Tuesday and Thursday? Again, how many students in all were absent on Tuesday and Thursday? So here you can look to our bar graph. On Tuesday, how many students absent? We have 2 students. On Thursday, we have 4 students here. So you will add them together. It's 2 plus 4, which equals 6 students. Another question, were fewer students absent on Monday or Friday? Were fewer students absent on Monday or Friday? Look at Monday. We have how many students absent on Monday? Excellent. We have 5 students. What about Friday? We have 6 students. So were fewer students absent on Monday or Friday? Excellent. On Monday. How many fewer? We have here on Friday 6 students and Monday 5 students. So 6 minus 5, which equals 1. So it will be 1 viewer. Another question, 3 of the students absent on Friday were boys. How many girls were absent on Friday? In this paragraph, how many students in all absent on Friday? Excellent, we have 6 students. If I told you 3 of them are or were boys, so how many girls were absent on Friday? Excellent, it's 3. 6 minus 3, which equals 3 girls. Another question, on which 2 days were the same number of students absent? To answer this question, you should remember our bar graph, this one. So again, on which 2 days were the same number of students absent? Here you can look to Monday. How many students absent on Monday? We have 5 students. And Wednesday, excellent, we have 5 students. It's the same number. So we will write Monday and Wednesday. Another question here. Were more students absent on Wednesday or Thursday? That's a question. Were more students absent on Wednesday? Wednesday, we have how many students here? Excellent. Wednesday, we have 5 students. And Thursday, we have 4 students. So, were more students absent on Wednesday or Thursday? Excellent. So, we have here more on Wednesday. So, how many more on Wednesday? We have here 5 and 4. So, 5 minus 4, which equal 1. So, it will be 1 more. Another question. The graph shows the number of students absent last week. This week, 19 students were absent. Compare the number of students absent this week to the number of students absent last week. So this bar graph shows the number of students were absent last week. But this week we have 19 students. So I want to compare between the two numbers. So here, how many students absent last week? You should add all the numbers here together. So on Monday we have 5, and Tuesday we have 2. That's 7 now. Plus on Wednesday we have 5, so it's 12. And Thursday we have 4, it's 16. And Friday we have 6, so 16 plus 6, which equal 22. This week we have 19 students, so 22 more than 19. So 22 minus 19, which equal 3 more students absent. So last week we have 3 more students absent. Excellent, dear students. With another video.
What does it show? The length of each bar shows how many tickets each person sold.
The students sold tickets to the carnival.
How do you read the bars in the graph? For each name, you look at the end of the bar to see which number it lines up with. Leah sold 2 tickets. Tino sold 1 ticket. Kim sold 5 tickets. Neil sold 4 tickets. You can also compare information. Who sold the most tickets? Kim sold the most tickets. Who sold the least number of tickets? Tino sold the least number of tickets. How many more tickets did Kim sell than Tino? 5 minus 1 equals 4. Kim sold 4 more tickets than Tino. How many fewer tickets did Neil sell than Kim? 5 minus 4 equals 1. Neil sold 1 less ticket than Kim. Now you know how to read a bar graph and use it to compare information.
So, dear students, with another question here. Use a bar graph to solve each problem. We have here a bar graph about animals on a farm. The question here, the farm has how many cows and how many horses? And this farm has how many goats and how many sheep? So you can look to our bar graph here. How many cows you can see? Excellent, 5. We have 5 cows here. And how many horses? Excellent, 3. So you can write here the farm has 5 cows and 3 horses. And how many goats? Excellent, 8 here. And how many sheep? We have just 2. So we'll write 5, 3, 8, and 2. Another question. The sheep and goats are kept in the same pen. How many farm animals are in that pen? Again, the sheep and goats are kept in the same pen. So sheep and goats. How many sheep you have here? 2. And how many goats you have here? 8. Excellent. So the question here is how many farm animals are in that bin? So you should add them together. So it's 2 plus 8 or 8 plus 2, which equal, excellent, equal 10. So you will write here 10. Another question. Suppose 3 new baby goats are born. Then how many goats will the farmer have? So how many goats we have now? We have 8. Yeah, 8 goats. Suppose 3 new baby. So you will add 3 to 8. Excellent. So 8 plus 3, which equal, excellent, 11. 11. So with another question. How many fewer horses than cows are on the farm? How many fewer horses than cows are on the farm? So to answer this question, you should remember our bar graph. So yes, this bar graph. So the question here, how many fewer horses and cows are on the farm? So how many horses here? 3. And how many cows? 5. Excellent. So we will subtract them. Excellent. So it will be 5 minus 3, which equal 2. Another question, write the order of animals on the farm from the greatest number to the least number. From the greatest. What's the greatest number here? Excellent. It's 8 for goats. So we write goats first. And the second animals here. We have 5 on cows. So goats and cows, the second one. And the third will be, excellent, horses. We have 3 horses here. And the last one will be sheep. We have just 2 sheep. Another question. Do you think the bars on a bar graph should all be the same color? Yes or no? Again, do you think the bars on a bar graph should all be the same color? And explain. Excellent. Yes. Why? Because all bars means the number of animals on the farm. That means the same object. With another question here. The farmer wants to buy some sheep. The farmer wants to buy some sheep. So we will add or subtract. Excellent. Excellent. We will add. He wants to have as many sheep as cows. How many cows we have here? 5. How many sheep? 2. So the question here is, how many more sheep should the farmer buy? Think. 2. Yeah, I want 2 to be 5. So 2 plus what? Equal 5. Excellent. It will be 3. So you will write 3 more. He should buy 3 more sheep. Excellent, dear students. Don't forget our homework, pages numbers 831 and 832. See you tomorrow.